Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back. Oh, I gotta itch my ear real quick. Oh, yeah. I feel a lot better now. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Gran Turismo, the ultimate driving simulator. That got really weird for a moment. So, what we got done in the last episode was we took on the FF Challenge, or the FIFF Challenge, as I had deemed it, after using the Dice Roller app on my phone to determine our fate between this challenge or one of the other two here. And we did really well, actually. We won every race in there, so we came home with the grand prize and a nice chunk of money, thanks to the awesome Mitsubishi Eclipse that we had beefed up for the occasion. So our prize this time around was a nice little Toyota Celica shortstop dose, or an SS2 if we got to get all technical about it. I mean, there's nothing special about this car. It's nice, but we're already driving a clearly superior front-wheel drive car in this with the Eclipse. So this is probably going to amount to nothing more than just some selling material that we can go stroll down to the dealership and get a big old drawstring sack full of coins out of. So, with that said, you done well, young Celica. You fulfilled the prophecy of being the liver-failure, jaundice-colored vehicle that I would need to get myself a nice chunk of money for later usage, so you done well. I shall see you in the next life. That's weird. So, another thing, too, this Mazda Demio A-Spec. I just, I've been thinking about this, and this car just doesn't seem like it's got enough in it, Like, I've got this voice just speaking right into my lungs, which, if that's happening, I should probably go see a doctor, because I don't think that's natural. I don't think that's supposed to be where the voices come in. They're usually supposed to be in your head and not your chest. So, I think even if we were to pimp this thing out, I don't know why I just said pimped out. Who the hell do I think I am? A fucking exhibit? What am I going to be putting, like, fish tanks and microwaves in the back of my Civic? I don't think so. That's his style. I'm not going to rip that off. I don't think anybody wants to rip that off. So he can have it. He can freaking have it. I just figure, if we're going to be taking on the lightweight challenge, whether it be in this episode or the next one or whatever, we're probably going to need a car with a little bit more pop than what we can get out of that. So, with that said, my friends, I was going to say tonight, but instead now came out of that. Now, we should figure out whether our challenge is going to involve requiring four-wheel drive mastery, or if we're going to be taking on something a little lighter on the menu, if you catch my drift. So, let us consult the dice rolling app to make the decision that my brain simply does not have the power to. So what we're going to do is we're going to assign numbers 1 through 3 to 4WID, and numbers 4 through 6 to Liggett Wiggett. First 1 to 3 wins. Here we go! Alright, that's 1 for four-wheel drive. That's a 2. That's 2 for four-wheel drive. Could we have a winner already? Ooh, not quite. Lightweight has 1. Oh, that's a 5. That's 2 for lightweight. For the win! Oh, man, yeah! Oh, lightweight comes back with the victory. I have never had that happen before. Usually whenever I do best out of 3 things, if one of them goes out 2-0, it always wins. Even if the other one gets like 1 or 2, the initial one always wins. But, oh no, lightweight. He or she, since there's plenty of lightweight women out there, which is always a good thing, he or she was not going to go down without a fight there. You think you got me down? You got nothing! I am not going to take this without a fight, damn it! I don't want to be alone anymore. This is getting really weird, man. This is getting way out of hand. I have an excuse, though, damn it. I just woke up from a nap not that long ago, and, like, I only got a few hours of sleep last night, so, like, my brain is just, like, this weird swirling torrent of just chemicals and confusion and uncomfortability, and yeah, it's like a whirling dervish of crap. So, let's center the chi here real quick. At the very beginning of the series, when people were telling me when I come up to the lightweight cup, what I should buy was a Mitsubishi FTO, and as I can see, there's a couple different models here. My gut's gonna tell me that the GPX is gonna be better than the GR, because usually the more letters you have in these things, the better off your car is. And we'll verify that real quick, because I'm pretty sure the GR ain't a Gippix. That's a hard thing to say. Alright, so the GR's got 167, and the GPX 197. See what I'm saying? I mean, it's not like I'm not like the all-knowing, all-seeing walking encyclopedia of car models and which ones are better, but usually, if you got that extra letter in there, 9 times out of 10 you're better. Like, say you had like a GT model of a car and you compared it with like a GTR version of that car, usually the GTR is going to be better. So, I mean, there may be instances in which that doesn't stand up at all, but hey, I'm just going to say the damn thing. I mean, I don't even know what the hell I'm saying anymore. People are probably like, I don't even know what he's saying. He's not even making a damn bit of sense. But I'm telling you, man, I'm working off of minimal sleep right now, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes, but it has been a long day, man. I needed that nap super bad just to kind of revitalize my body a little bit, and because I needed to take the sting off of the White Sox losing to the Royals again. They've only won 9 out of the last 32 games against those fools. It is just killing me so way the freaking hell deep down inside. It just, oh, I can't take it. So what other things can we do? We've been doing like the same upgrade package for a while. What else is there out there? 13.5 for 5 horsepower. Well, that's not that bad. 5,500 for 9 HP. I'll take that. Yeah, that could actually be a very important thing with these lower horsepower cars. So I'll certainly do that. And then our usual suspects of doing the this stuff here. I think that's going to be good. I think that's going to be all we're going to need here. So, my friends, colleagues, countrymen, congressmen, mayor, president, overlord. I need to stop. Let's go hit the links of the Lightweight Cup or the track, because we're not driving on a fucking golf course. That would be tragic. Just all these cars just ripping up a perfectly good golf course. That would be sad. Sad on the inside. So let's see how we stack up to these fools. Let's see how we hang in there. We're looking pretty good. Oh, I feel bad for that Demio, man. He doesn't stand a chance out there with horsepower like that. And, you know, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to do the qualifier lap. I'm going to do it. We've not really done this and had it actually pan out yet, but I think we're going to be okay. I'm feeling good about it. I like the autumn ring, man. I really like this this color scheme. Just everything's nice and clean, and it looks good. So I had really intended on filming this last night. I was going to do it when I got home from work, but I ran into some issues with the ROM. I was having like some weird like sound thing, like some sound glitches going on where everything just sounded like really awkward and distorted, and I couldn't seem to troubleshoot it for some reason, so I just decided to forego it, and I was going to take care of it tomorrow, which is now today, which is now. Everything seems to be in good working order now, but man, that was weird for a minute. I was like, oh god, please tell me there's not something wrong with the ROM, but apparently it's okay. So I decided to go out to my friend Maddie's house instead, and he had picked up the PS4 remastered version of God of War 3, and he's like, hey man, jeez, that was terrible. Alright, well, I mean, I guess it was worth a try. Just didn't even do anything at all, but whatever. He's like, yeah, you should come out, man. I picked up that Gal 3 so we can just, you know, we can just play it and marathon it and try to see if we can beat it tonight. And so I get out there, and we've got like, they had like all the candy and the chips and salsa and the bean dip, and there was like cotton candy balls, which I just realized were a thing that exists in this country, which is fantastic, by the way. If you do see those anywhere at the store, I am giving you a direct order. You are getting a direct order from your superior officer that you need to buy those, because they are insanely good. There's something that I actually am going to probably have some of those after I'm done filming this, now that I think about it, because they're so good. Oh my god. And they're not like crazy laden with sugar either. They're just really good. So yeah, we just had all the good stuff out there, and so when they started playing it before I got out there, I didn't realize how long God of War 3 is. Like, I've beaten all those games before, you know, numerous times, but it just like never occurred to me exactly how long of a game that was. But they started playing it at like 8 something or other, and like I didn't get out there until 9 o'clock, and so they had already been playing it for a little while. And like from the time that I got out there to the time that I left at 4:30 in the morning, like we had been playing it consistently the whole time. And so like the crazy part was like we were only probably like 80% done with the game. So like that's insane to think about, that we played for that stretch of time and still didn't beat the game. Because like normally if we were playing like God of War 2 or something, we could just like throw that in and play it for like 3 or 4 hours and we'd be done with it, no problem. Like Like, those games, like, if you're good at it, it's not hard at all. Like, you can blow through those things pretty easy. And it's not like we were doing bad. Like, we were getting through it pretty well. We had only died just a couple of times. But my God, man, it just... All of a sudden, I looked down at the clock, I was like, oh, Jesus, man, I gotta open in the morning. This is not good. Ooh, R5. Cool. I'm in. I don't... you know what? I want to be on the safe side for this, man. I don't want to leave any possibility for me to blow this damn thing. If I can get any sort of anything out of this, I'm gonna take it. So, yeah, dude, it was a lot of fun, though. I really want to do more God of War stuff on this channel, because I love those games so much, man. They're so much fun. It's just carnage and death and blood, and it's just... I don't know, the games are really, really fun. Like, a few years ago, Lige and I had done a series of God of War Chains of Olympus on this channel. We had a blast with it, man, and so we've been really wanting to do more of them. We've never been able to coordinate, we've never been able to really coordinate a time to get together to do it. Because when we filmed that series, we actually did all, like, 18 or 19 episodes in one day. So, I mean, it was just a big one-shot thing. So it was pretty crazy. But I think I really want to do more of those again. I just will have to find a time I can do it. So hopefully we'll be able to do that one of these days, and it'll be awesome. But so yeah, that's definitely the reason why I went to bed so damn late, and I didn't really get a lot of sleep last night. But the other reason that I haven't been sleeping very much either is the fact that my cable box is like, it doesn't work anymore. A really weird story about that, too. Alright, that was also completely terrible. Like, what are these guys just getting, like, a running start or something? Like, it's not like I did bad on that. How is he four seconds ahead of me when I have clearly the fastest car out of all this? That just doesn't make any sense at all. That is so weird. It's like they had, like, all these way better parts in their car, and then before the race started, they had to, like, take them all out and you know, have a different car for the race. It's just freaking crazy. It's like they're playing a big prank on me or something. So, yeah, like, for the last few nights, I've had to sleep without my cable box working in my room, and I hate that. Like, I can't sleep without that type of white noise going on, just because I've been doing that, like, every night for, like, 15 years, so, like, my body's become used to it. And, like, I've tried, like, other forms of white noise. Like, I've tried doing, like, listening to music or, like, ambient sounds and stuff when I sleep. And it just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel the same. And, like, I like being able to wake up and, like, my TV's already on. And, like, my brain's been trained now when I fall asleep watching something. If I'm watching, like, the same thing, like, I'll be able to, like, hear it kind of in the background of my brain. Like, depending on what show it is, I'll know what time it is. And so I can kind of use that as a little bit of an alarm clock, since I usually always sleep through the one on my iPhone all the time. So, I don't know, man. It's so, yeah, I don't sleep very well when I don't have it. It's just extra weird to me. But the other part of it was the way that it happened. So, the other night I fell asleep watching TV and everything was working out just fine. Like, no big deal. And, oh boy, we're going a little bit outside there. Come on. Come on! Come on, man! I can hear this car, like, right behind me somewhere. There he is. A little Integra, huh? Oh, boy. Oh, crap. Oh, boy, this isn't good. We definitely need to come out with a win here. If we can come out with a win, we will have this thing almost secured completely. So I gotta pull this thing out real quick. Come on, baby. Let's do it. Oh, boy. Okay. That was almost ugly. Almost not good. Almost not good. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Gotta stave him off. Gotta stave him off. Oh, oh boy, that was close. I did not like that at all. But we did it. Whew. Thank God for that rear-facing camera, by the way. So yeah, so I fell asleep and everything was fine, and I woke up at like 6 in the morning. And my TV was just like, it was like straight out of a freaking horror movie. It was just static on my TV, like just the snow. And I'm sitting there looking at like, that's really weird. Like, I'm still like super disoriented. I'm like, that's really weird. And I could just kind of staring at it for a minute, and it was still like really dark in my room. And I'm just like sitting there like waiting for fucking Samara from The Ring to come crawling out of my TV, just all like, I'm gonna eat your soul. Something to that extent or whatever. And because apparently she sounds like a man entering her 30s, or his 30s, not her 30s. I might as well not even do the qualifier for that. There's like no point, because if I can't do it on the other two tracks, there's no way I'm gonna pull that off on Deep Forest 2, the bane of my human existence. So yeah, I looked at that and I was like, oh, that's really weird. So I was thinking to myself, well, maybe I had rolled over my controller in the middle of the night and I accidentally turned my cable box off. So I hit the power button on that, and then I ended up like nodding back off like immediately. And so I woke up like a few hours later, and my TV was still like that, and I was like, huh, that's really weird. And so I actually like looked into it a little bit further. I went down on the floor where my cable box was, which probably not the best idea to have my cable box sitting on the floor, probably just sucking up dust like a freaking Kirby vacuum. Oh boy, come on, baby, come on, come on. Jeez, man, that Mirage, he didn't want to have any of that. He's just like, I must win the race! Even though he'll probably get 5th, or something like that. But I went down there and I looked at it, and it just, like, no display or anything. Like, just, it looked like, just, like, none of the buttons were working, and so I thought that, you know, maybe just, like, the power cable wasn't plugged in all the way, so I unplugged it, and I plugged it back in. And then after that, I just decided I had to go to work. I was already late because I had slept through my alarm anyways. And so I was like, well, I'll go to work and I'll just, you know, I'll check in with this thing a little bit later. So I go off to work and I come home and I was working on stuff in the office, and when it was time for bed, I went in my room again and I decided I was going to analyze the situation again and see, you know, kind of what I could come up with about the scenario at hand. And so it didn't really occur to me until I looked at it again, but I bent down to start looking at it, and obviously all the buttons and stuff still weren't working. And when I went to pick it up, on the top corner of the box, it was kind of moist. Oh, I hate that word. I hate moist. It's such a gross word. But there was some type of liquid that was on the box that I hadn't noticed when I checked it out earlier that morning. And so I was like, oh, this is interesting. And like, upon further analysis, I realized that it also had a really strange odor to it. And then all of a sudden, just the cartoon light bulb just like flickered on in my head. I was like, oh my god, I just realized what this is. And dude, the smell that was there was just like this overpowering stench of piss. And it just, all of a sudden, the scenario just opened up in my head. I was like, that son of a bitch, my grandma's cat had gone into my room because I accidentally left the door open. My grandma's cat got into my room, and first off, she had taken 2 separate shits in my room, which was obviously one thing that was totally messed up. But apparently, she had also, oh boy, that may have been a really stupid move. Or a great move, actually. Wow, that actually ended up not being bad. Can we steal second? Can we steal it? Ah, yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah! Oh, I think we were going to win the cup anyways without needing that, but still, nothing makes me happier than stealing second place away from the statistically worst car out of the whole thing. Yeah, baby! What you gonna do about that 8th American Eagle 86 Trueno Get Apex? You got nothing. So yeah, I had to clean up the shit that was on the floor, and then I realized that she had pissed on top of the box, and because it's got like that grate stuff on top of there, it got inside the box and it ruined all the circuitry. Kind of wish that it would have like fucking electrocuted her and killed her, but don't tell my grandma that, because that would not be cool. My grandma loves that cat, and like, I like the cat too. It's just that she's like a fucking like serial poop and pisser in this house. I can't stand it. Like, there'll be times there's just gonna be like a lump of crap in the hallway, and sometimes there's piss everywhere else. And I mean, she's like super old, and you know, old cats can be that way. They got low shutter speeds on their butthole and their freaking piss contraption. So I mean, it happens, but it had to be like only the second or third time that I've left that door open that she goes in there and pisses on like the only electronic item in that room besides the TV and ruins it the first time around. It's just like, really? What the hell do I have to do these days? Ooh, a Unos Roadster. What the hell is that? Oh, it kind of looks like a Miata. Is that a Miata? I'm pretty sure that's a Miata. Yep, it's a Mazda Miata Yunus Roadster, apparently. Or maybe that's what they called it before they started calling it a Miata. I don't know. I mean, we're probably going to sell it because I don't think there's really any reason for us to have it. But that's beside the point, my friends. So yeah, because of the fact that my grandma's cat peed on my box and ruined it, I've had to go the last couple days without having a box. So, because I'm pretty sure that I'll also have to pay to have it replaced, because I don't think that's Comcast's problem. And they're not going to be like, oh, your grandma's cat pissed on the box? Oh, we'll give you another one for free. That's totally something that we'll comp you for. So, yeah, that's a bummer. Alright, my friends, well, in the next episode, as we have run out of time for now, when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Gran Turismo, the Ultimate Driving Simulator, it's either going to be the 4-wheel drive challenge, which would be the likely candidate, or maybe I'll switch things up and maybe we'll do something else. I don't know. We've got a nice chunk of money. We may even, if I decide to, if I'm really there, we'll do the International A-Class thing. And then maybe we can actually jump into like a like an endurance race or something. Ah, yes. Everybody's favorite thing in this game. So maybe we'll do that. Who knows? Until then, my friends, this is your host, AMF1534, saying thank you guys for watching and dealing with my insanity. But sometimes you just gotta blame it on the pissing cat, you know? So, take care, everybody. Bye.